Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to add slow motion to your game in Unity or Unreal Engine. But before we jump right in, I have a quick announcement to make. This video is sponsored by Toem. Toem is an adventure game where you can uncover mysteries and take photos and enjoy a relaxing landscape. So the link in the description to download the Toem demo. The full version is not yet available, but the planned release date is this year, so should be out soon. But make sure to wishlist now, join the Discord server of the Something We Made, and of course my Discord server. But let's jump into the tutorial now. Here are the timestamps, and I'm going to show you how to create this type of slow motion effect that you can see on the screen in front of you. So let's jump right in. Let's start by adding slow motion effect to your Unreal Engine project. So I just went ahead and created an empty third-person template project in Unreal Engine 5, but this strategy should work in Unreal Engine 4 as well. So in here I'm going to locate the content folder and go to the third-person BP folder, open it up. Now go to the folder blueprints inside of it. Now double click on the third person character blueprint character class. Now double click on it. Then I'm going to dock it over here. Next, so what I want to add is I'm going to add it so that when I press the key E, I'm going to toggle slow motion. But when I release it, I want to disable slow motion, turn on real time. So first thing I'm going to do is right click, go to the input section. Here over here, and now keyword events, and now go to the character E. Here we go. Now, how do you add slow motion over here? Well, Unreal Engine provided us with a perfect node for our tutorial, and it is called Set Global Time Dilation. So Set Global Time Dilation can input any float value. So usually it's from 0 to 1, and you can add any decimal value between it. So time if time dilation is set to 0, then the time is completely stopped, which means if an object is falling, it will just stay in place. It's basically, you can also use this for pausing your game if you need it. But for now I'm going to use slow motion. If you set time dilation to 1, it will just move like absolutely normal. You don't have to change it because it won't actually have an effect at your time at all. So it will just move just as normal speed will move. But if you set your object to 0.3, it will add a slower slow motion. So 0.5 will have the half effect. And this is normal slow motion. You can set slower than slow motion 0.3 or higher than slow motion 0.7. For my tutorial, I'm going to set it 0.3. But how do we toggle back the normal time? Well, what can we do is we can copy this and paste it over here and set the time dilation to 1. And that will make it pass just as usual. So we toggle the execution pin from the release to here, and if we now save and run the game, we can now, let's see, nothing happens yet, but if we toggle it, see everything slows down and nothing, but if we release it, we run again as usual. We can toggle. See, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool effect to toggle slow motion. So yeah, this is how you toggle or add slow motion to your Unreal Engine project. It's pretty basic and really easy to make, right? So yeah, just place one node where you want it to, and just set the value for how fast the time passes. Okay, great. Moving on to Unity. Adding slow motion to your Unity project is almost the same way as in Unreal Engine, but a bit different. So I just have this pretty basic project here. So a pretty basic project. So see, I can just fix like a physics-based wheel colliders, nothing out of ordinary. But I wanted to add and be able to toggle slow motion when I press the E key. So I'm going to create a new script that's called as toggle slow mo. So this is the script I'm going to toggle slow motion, and let's just drag it on the main camera. So I don't see the main camera anywhere. Here it is. So I have to wait for the script to compile. Just wait a little bit. Hopefully it just compiled now. No, it's not. Cannot script behavior while compiling. Okay, let's wait a bit. So it's just froze for a little bit. That means it's almost compiled, and here we go. Compiled. Let's drag it onto main camera. Here it is now. Double click on it to open it in Visual Studio. Here we go. Visual Studio open for me. So in the update function, I'm going to add an if event or if statement. And in this if statement, I want to check if the E key on the keyboard is pressed. And then when released, I want to toggle back to normal. So I'll do the if input dot get key, and while I'm not doing key down, we're going to just key when I'm holding, not just pressing. And then I'm going to do keycode dot e. Here we go. Now this comes to a little tricky part if you don't know how to add slow motion. So to add slow motion in Unity, we're gonna have to use a simple time function. So just press time dot and time scale. So time scale, and if you hover it out, it says this can be used for slow motion effects. And it says the scale at which time passes. So here in the documentations, we can see that it says this can be used for slow motion effects or to speed up your application. When time scale is 1, time passes as fast as real time. When time scale is 0, time passes 2 times slower than real time. When time scale is set to 0, your application acts as if paused if all your functions are frame rate independent. Negative values are ignored. So I think that pretty is understandable, and it's not that hard. If you still don't understand it, feel free to let me know in my Discord server. The link is in the description below. So I'm going to set the time scale to 0.3, and then don't forget to add the F at the end to make sure it's float. Wait for it to save, and now I'm going to add an else if input get key up when I release the key. Then I'm going to keycode.e. Here we go, and in here I'm going to add time.timescale equal to 1. And now this is going to make it run just as real time. But what happens here? Oh, because I forgot to add scale. Here we go. Now if I go back to Unity, just wait a bit just to save and compile the changes. And if I make sure the script is attached, I should be able to toggle back and forth through the different slow motion in real time. So now, see the change? Now when I'm gonna fall, you'll see it. So this is slow motion. That's different. Now see, there's a little glitch, but it's not in the game idea. It's about the slow motion. I think you understand how it looks like. So if you see so E, so slow. See, this is slow motion while holding the E key, and when I let go, it just this is the slow motion. So I think you see the difference, and I hope this is all it is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. And please support me on my Patreon or by subscribing to my channel. Make sure to download or wishlist Toem on Steam. Link in the description. Plus their Discord server. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video, guys. And hope that you found the tutorial helpful. And bye.